Muy buenos días compañeros y bienvenidos todos al Sugar City Morning Show para hoy miércoles el 13 de septiembre. Un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana y desearles todo lo mejor para el día de hoy y para todo el fin de semana y para siempre. Good morning and welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. Always a pleasure to greet you this beautiful morning here in Orange Walk. And it is also my distinct pleasure to wish you all the best for the future. As always, we begin our program with a prayer. Como siempre, empezamos nuestro programa con una oración y hoy no es ninguna excepción, compañeros, porque tenemos que darle las gracias a Dios, porque muchas veces cuando nos ocupamos con otras cosas, nos olvidamos de Dios. Cuando se está yendo bien las cosas, mañana voy a orar. Y no debe ser así. Yo no soy ningún santo, te lo digo. Yo lo acepto. Pero es precisamente porque no lo soy que necesito a Dios. La gente que ya está cerca a Dios, pues ya tienen a Dios en sus corazones. Quizás gente como tú y yo necesitemos más a Dios que los demás. Así que hago un esfuerzo cada día de orar y de pedirle a Dios que me ayude. Padre, te doy las gracias por tus bendiciones. Te doy las gracias por la vida, por la salud, por las fuerzas, por tu paciencia, por tu amor incondicional, Padre. Te doy las gracias. Te pido que nos continúes bendiciendo. Te pido que siempre, como siempre, Padre, ayudar a los enfermos, sanarlos, a los ancianos, a los niños que andan por las calles. Padre, también te pido por mis familiares, por mis compañeros de trabajo, sus familias, por mis amistades, aquellas personas que se unen a esta oración a este momento. Padre, muchas gracias por todo. Te bendecimos, te adoramos, te glorificamos siempre. Amén. This is the general weather forecast for today, Wednesday, September 13th at 5:30 a.m. In case the general situation, thank you, Morris, relatively moist and unstable conditions persist over the area. And the 24-hour forecast, cloudy spells today and tonight. A few showers and isolated thunderstorms will develop along the coast and south this morning and tonight, then over inland areas this afternoon. So again, we face the possibility of having showers. The winds blowing from the north-northwest at 5 to 10 knots. Again, becoming east-southeast at 5 to 10 knots. Again, we see that shift of wind, shift of the direction of the wind. I don't know if, again, it is happening or if it was meant to happen yesterday and did not happen, and that's why we have a repeat of it. But nonetheless, it says north-northwest at 5 to 10 knots, and storms that come from the north-northwest or north-north or southwest. And this is just some extra information here. Usually you have to watch out for those, because those are the little freak storms. North-northwest at this moment, 5 to 10 knots, becoming east-southeast at 5 to 10 knots later today. The sea state, like I said, is light chop. The temperatures along the coast, 89 degrees as a maximum, 78 degrees as a minimum. And inland, 94 degrees Fahrenheit as a max, 74 degrees as a low. And in the hills, ladies and gentlemen, 82 degrees as a max and 68 degrees as a low. There are no advisories in place, and if we quickly go to the National Hurricane Center, Katia is no more, Irma is no more, and then there is Lonely Jose, and that is 75 miles per hour, but it is in the open Atlantic and not posing a threat to anybody at this moment. So it is heading southeast. Southeast would be that way, so it's going out into the Atlantic. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if perhaps the currents may change, the winds may change, and it may eventually, pose a threat to some of the islands in the Caribbean. It may be. At the moment, it is not presenting a threat at all to anybody. The outlook for tomorrow is generally isolated showers developing on Thursday, and a few more will affect inland and southern areas Thursday night. So, the tides. There is a low tide this morning at 16 minutes after 10, a high tide this afternoon at 4:20, another low tide at 9:19, and the second high tide tomorrow morning at 3:46. And the sun sets today at 5:57. If you notice that the sun is setting before 6 o'clock. Okay? And the sun is rising tomorrow at 19 minutes before 6. The moon is setting today at 12:36 and rising tomorrow morning in the wee hours of the morning at 12:14. That is 14 minutes after midnight. We want to thank Francisca Wellington for this information. I noticed that, she has been at her position, at her desk, from 5:30 because this is when it was updated. Muy buenos días, compañeros. Un gran gusto saludarles de nuevo. Bienvenidos al Sugar City Morning Show. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, miércoles 13 de septiembre. Recordándoles de que el viernes es el día para el desfile de todos los estudiantes aquí en Orange Walk. Así que el viernes es un día bastante ocupado, y les digo que si necesitan hacer algo en el centro, háganlo desde mañana y no lo esperen para hasta el viernes. ¿Ok? La situación general: condiciones relativamente húmedas e inestables continúan sobre nuestra área. Para las siguientes 24 horas, periodos de nubosidad hoy, durante el día y por la noche. Vamos a tener algunos chubascos o tormentas aisladas desarrollándose sobre el área de la costa y por el área del sur hoy por la mañana y por la noche, y sobre las áreas del interior del país hoy por la tarde. Los vientos del norte-noroeste de 5 a 10 nudos y luego tornándose a este-sudeste de 5 a 10 nudos. No es de siempre que se reporta esto, compañeros, pero hoy y ayer veo que lo reportaron de que al momento los vientos vienen del noroeste, pero que va a estar tornándose del este-sureste durante el curso del día. Así que tan de repente los vientos vienen ahí, tan de repente para y cambia y vienen de la otra forma. Y eso suele traer lluvias y vientecitos, pero por el momento estamos viendo de que no es la situación. El estado del mar ligeramente agitado, temperaturas por la costa 89 grados como una máxima o 78 como una mínima, en el interior 94 como una máxima y 74 como una mínima. Y si dicen se siente como si es más de 94 grados, estás absolutamente correcto. No es que fuese más en exceso de 94 grados, pero en realidad por la humedad que está tan alta el índice de la humedad, es horrible porque uno suda y suda y suda. Esto es una defensa del cuerpo y no es malo sudar, es bueno porque es una defensa del cuerpo para refrescar la piel. ¿Ok? Pero, así que esos días con tanta humedad, el cuerpo tiene que defenderse. Con tanto calor, el tiempo tiene que defenderse, perdón. Con tanta calor, el cuerpo tiene que defenderse porque se siente agitado. Y entonces provoca el sudor para que entonces eso refresque nuestro. Y hay, de lo que entiendo, hay ciertas personas que simplemente no sudan enteramente. Y te dicen que pueden estar bajo el sol y por nada del mundo van a sudar. Yo no soy así. Por las colinas, compañeros, una máxima de 82 grados y una mínima de 68. No hay ninguna advertencia en lugar. Y vamos a checar rápidamente el centro de huracanes en Miami. Nada. Simplemente está José dando 1000 vueltas ahí en el Atlántico, pero no presentando ninguna amenaza a nadie por el momento, porque suelen cambiar las condiciones, los vientos, las corrientes del mar y pudiera cambiar esto, pero por el momento nada. Y para nosotros aquí enteramente no se ve ninguna. Hay nubosidad entrando, que es lo que va a provocar las lluvias y las tormentas durante el curso de la tarde, pero no es nada en grande. No es nada en grande. Compañeros, se espera que para mañana tengamos chubascos generalmente aislados desarrollando en el interior del país y durante el curso del día y por las áreas del sur jueves por la noche. Tendremos una marea baja a las 10:16 hoy por la mañana, una marea alta a las 4:20 hoy por la tarde, una segunda marea baja, a las 9:19 hoy por la noche y luego una segunda marea alta mañana por la mañana a las 4 menos 14 minutos. El sol se oculta hoy por la tarde a las 5:57. Dense cuenta que ahora el sol se está ocultando, antes de las 6 y el sol sale mañana a las 5:41. De igual forma, compañeros, la luna se oculta hoy a las 12:36 minutos, 36 minutos luego de mediodía y sale de nuevo a las 12 medianoche con 14 minutos. Le damos las gracias a Francisca Wellington y también tenemos que agradecer a todos nuestros patrocinadores que fielmente nos apoyan. Estamos hablando del honorable señor Gaspar Vega, el señor Germán Vega, el señor Eduardo Vega del Benque, también los señores de A&R, Rapidito Loans, Northern Medical Specialty Plaza. Estamos hablando también de Belize Tourist Board, Government of Belize Information Service. Y compañeros, mis disculpas si es que falla alguno o dos, pero siempre lo rectificaremos. Son las 7:17 minutos. Vamos a tomar una pausa, compañeros, y estaremos de vuelta tan pronto estos anuncios. Vamos a esa pausa.
Notice to residents of rural communities in Orange Rock and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community. The same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The new Belize City Civic Center is taking shape at the foot of the Balkan Ridge and is expected to be completed by December 2017. This multi-purpose mega facility will boast an air-conditioned interior with a seating capacity of 4,500, a FIBA-certified wooden main court, and 3 practice courts, offices, media boxes, and multiple locker rooms. Another basketball court with 24-hour access to the public, and parking for 200 vehicles. This $34 million investment highlights a new era of world-class sporting infrastructure for the entire country of Belize. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
En 18 cilindros, esa adrenalina disfrazada de aleación de aluminio a 8000 revoluciones por minuto.
Así como así. ¿Será el cigüeñal?
Una limpieza de inyectores, un cambio de aceite, vas a correr con libertad, campeón.
Los que entendemos al motor como si tuviera voz, hablamos máquina. Rostras, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Ahora distribuido por German Vega Antón. Búsquelo en tu tienda favorita.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar-cured ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at DerekGillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop. Fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
They see when no girl famous, always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit, large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range and colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. I'm joined, as always, this morning by Mr. Robert Checky Usher. Good morning and welcome, Checky.
Morning, Emmanuel.
¿Cómo estás? How are you doing?
I'm great today.
I'm very glad to hear that, very glad to hear it. Checky, do you recall yonder years? I say yonder years as if it was, but when we had a picnic.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Call it as you want. Let me remind you that you're not far behind.
Why?
When we used to go to school, the 10th of September, ladies and gentlemen, was a big deal.
Pat, before we do that, can I ask you to please share this with our viewers?
Certainly.
Before we go into that announcement, please.
Okay. It is with profound sadness that we announce the death of Miss Vivian Olivia Tremino, nee Bennett. She was predeceased by her husband Candido Tremino and her sons Adolfo and Ricardo Tremino. She is survived by her daughters Beulah Garbett, Olivia Day, Princella Solis, Minerva Lando, and Rosemarie Tremino. She is also survived by her sons Jaime and Alfredo Tremino, 31 grandchildren, 36 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchildren. Lucky you. She is also survived by daughters-in-law Estela Tremino and Patricia Briceño, and sons-in-law Osman Garbett, James Solis, and Eduardo Clara. A wake will be held on September 15th which is on Friday, at 10B Progress Street in Orange Walk Town. Funeral services will be held on September 16th at 1 p.m. at La Immaculada Church in Orange Walk Town, followed by internment at the new cemetery. She will be sadly missed. The attention of all relatives and friends is called to this announcement. Vivian Olivia Treminian, sunrise August 2nd, 1930, sunset September 11, 27. May she rest in peace. She was, after all, 87 years old. Our condolences to the entire family. I know a lot of the family and the relatives of Mr. Treminian, so please accept my sincere condolences.
So with due respect to the family, we now return to our regular programming. In Malalis word that they're using a death announcement when they say funeral services. Should it be funeral services or funeral service?
I would believe that you can use anyone. The
Use
funeral
anyone, Joe?
service or funeral services. Good question.
Services is
It's
more
a
than one,
service.
right?
Service is more than one, but that's inconsequential.
Would I believe you?
That's inconsequential.
But you talk about the days of the 10th of September.
We mentioned this because
the 10th gone, a lot of things happen, a lot of things overshadow the 10th of September,
Yeah.
right? What happened is, I don't know if you used to do this, but we used to go leave bicycles, and we used to decorate up in the spokes.
Oh, yes.
Remember,
yes,
decorate up in the
yes.
spokes with the red,
We
white,
were
and blue colors.
Burgers, Mr. Tush Burgers used to sell
The
these.
crepe paper.
Yeah, right. And used to sell the clips and everything for you to. And we used to have these. You could buy the lead motor, the lead dynamo, and you used to be able to. Well, used to connect it to the back wheel. All right. And that gives you light, obviously, because of the spinning of the wheel. Then that gives you creates energy. Okay.
Yeah.
And we used to have the lead red and blue lights on the side and to the back, and we used to run cardboard and crepe paper all through the wheel. We used to think. We never used to have no lot of money then time.
Yeah, so
But we used to put all the shinglings on the bicycle.
So people used to put the coconut leaf too in the spokes. Well, you talk about clips or so, Mr. Burgos used to sell. Well, we never reached the clip because we used to use flour. Flour what?
The lie.
Yes, man, use flour not to stick up your crepe paper with, man.
Oh yeah, but I don't mean for that. I mean clips to do your wiring for the dynamo.
Oh, okay. So, you see, one time they used to have the what they used to call it, when they used to have the siren parade on the 9th of September.
It was at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Most of them people used to get them bicycle decorated to be part of that motorcade. You know?
Oh yes, and I can recall somebody who I respect a lot was and she was a teacher on her bicycle.
Bring me back.
For some reason I cannot bring up a name. I cannot
Bring me
up
back,
a
man.
name. She was a teacher.
Was a teacher.
On a motorcycle. And she used to forever be there, ladies and gentlemen, forever be there. And, oh, good Lord.
I know who the talk about, but I don't have the name either.
Okay, I can't remember. She died some years ago. But faithfully, some people used to always be a part of the fire engine parade.
Yeah.
But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, that we have done away with the tent like you wouldn't believe.
And also a very important element that used to be part of the tent, Emmanuel, was a children's talent parade. They used to call it children's talent parade. They used to have the school nights. Remember when the schools, they used to go out, every night you used to have one different school come out Sometimes have like Makola
Right.
School. They go on the stage right at the park and they do the lead poems and they do the lead skits and so. And people come out and watch it. All schools used to
And you
participate in
can't
that.
say that the 21st has overshadowed the 10th because they don't even have it for the 21st.
They not even for the 21st. They don't have it.
So something is happening with the schools that they are not promoting. They're not promoting that sort of activity. You know what I mean? All right. And I don't know, but I believe that the students going to school these days are missing out.
They miss out. Remember by the river to Emmanuel used to got a greasy pole right before the tent?
Of course.
And then
people used to.
And
go.
then why used to make it very I always remember Mr. Henario Baiza when they used to involve in and things there. One time if you got you win that greasy pole or so, that on the ceremonies after the 10th of September you get a envelope. Right, that's how you go in there and get a prize. On the ceremonies, the ceremonies used to pack, you know.
Of course, not like now where, you know, maybe 25, 50 people go to the ceremony.
Yeah.
On all invited guests because people don't go there at their own, out of their own decision.
Yeah.
But, and you wonder why? Is it because we ourselves have caused it? Is it because of the lack of preparation? Is it because it's something that we just willingly did? Why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The 10th of September represents something very important.
That's
But the mentality of a lot of people, eso es la fiesta de los negros, de los criollos. Anda.
But then for
No
negro,
cuenta tu abuela.
pero después del negro decidieron que el 10 es de UDP.
Hasta eso dice. Y yo no entiendo ese tipo de mentalidad.
Because it must have something that we used to, there's a significance why we used to celebrate, man, because right from the 1st of September to the 10th of September, every day used to have an activity. Every day something used to happen. If it's not visiting the library, they have the children's talent parade, they have the greasy pole and the things down there so that the market, no, that tanquitas, no? And then they used to have thing with the, well, I don't think the BDF they in a play, but the police, they used to do them things as well. A lot of things used to happen, man. The premier used to come and arrange work for a certain day if visit the schools and remember that, right?
Yes, and they used to give her pencils
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
And then also, Immanuel, then 10th morning, we go to school and we get with Kasham, we get with
we give a little bag.
nutriment, yeah.
We give a little bag with the cupcake
and lemonade.
I think a little lemonade,
Yeah.
and we happy as can be.
Yeah, and that used to really nice, but like we say, where you gone? Where the 10th gone? The guy Manuel make one sound and say, bring back the old September feeling. You know, with Allen, nice thing when they used to do that Memorial Park, that Belize City. Then things don't happen again in Emmanuel. We just used to have the opportunity for hearing things on radio. When it used to happen when Seferino and they used to do
But there was a
broadcast.
time when we used to go to when I was obviously much younger, you know, weekends and so forth. We used to go to Belize City for 10th parade.
Yes.
And when I say we, it was my family.
Right.
You know, my father, and they were talking here late 60s, early 70s. But it was fun to be there. And the thing is that it just doesn't happen anymore.
You see what happened is when 21st of September come in like a big climax. Everything just take over because they bring Lord Lara, they bring Calypso Rose, then time Lord Rayban, with the jam, and so then people jam that Belize morning and afternoon they come and arrange work and jump in and their truck and their truck then you support to in for parade in the time. You know, they never got so much of them big flatbed like what they got. So the townboard workers they pick up the dirt that morning and wash out the truck and clean out the truck and jump in the truck and make jam your music, boy. You know,
trucks, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen. I never like no.
And
And
then-
the Independence Day celebrations back then was a lot of trucks, lots of cane truck,
yes, for true because
lots
it-
of long cane truck.
you remember you used to have judging of the floats.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they have that again.
Well, I don't even know who wins every year, much less
Yeah.
you know anything else. If there's a competition,
One
I
time
would believe that there isn't any competition anymore.
when we used to have the group Youths of Unity, YOU, along with your brother Fred. Fred has always been the big man. Jaime Burns, Also Elodio Aragon, Senior. In the morning, 10th morning, Fred used to carry all the way to York Creek, at Mr. Juan Blanco house, and we parade at York Creek. And then with Youths of Unity shirts too. The late Chin, that the man who used to print the shirt. Yeah, with the stencils and so. Used to be up late at night and Fred there right there. Make sure everybody are getting a shirt. Sometimes you get it, it's still got a leave wet paint. So you have to put it out for dry good. I used to be some very good t-shirts. Used to get so good at morning that York Creek and parade. Used to have the ceremonies at Mr. Juan Blanco house. I do a leave parade and play some music, and in the afternoon we come back and we parade right at the Orange Walk. When the 10th done, it's done. Back to school.
And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that the 10th of September, we used to have 2 parades.
2 parades.
You remember?
Remind me of that.
We used to have one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And yes. All right? And yes, I'm pretty sure that the one political party in the morning and one political party in the afternoon.
Okay, but the one in the afternoon used to be the big one.
Generally, yes. You know what I mean? But we're filled with a sense of yearning for those days, and I'm not telling you that they can be brought back. All we can do is reminisce about it and say those were the good days, because there's no way that we can bring back those days. There is just no way. But here's hoping that we give the importance to the 10th of September that we should. It's important that we give it the importance that we should give it. In other words, it represents, ladies and gentlemen, in 1798, the 10th day of September, believe it or not, it was the last confrontation between the Spaniards and the local because they were living here, local Belizean Baymen settlers. At the time it was not Belize, but the settlers, where they defended their right to remain in the territory of Belize. And a lot of people say, eran dos botecitos ahí tirando y duró media hora. Pues si haya durado 15 minutos, eso no importa. Pero por lo que importa es lo que representa. Fue la última vez que los españoles, o la Armada Española intentó capturar Belice, y los señores de la bahía no lo permitieron. Okay. Ellos dijeron, esto es nuestro territorio, nuestra casa, nuestro país, así que lo vamos a defender. Y eso fue la última vez. Y así que entonces, pues desde entonces ya no hubo más confrontación. Entonces eso fue llevándonos hacia el tiempo cuando nos volvimos británicos, ¿okay? Y eventualmente entonces logramos nuestra independencia en 1981 de Inglaterra. Compañeros, pero todo empezó con el 10 de septiembre. El 10 de septiembre figura fuertemente en nuestra historia y por eso debemos de celebrarlo. Pero, sin embargo, siempre la gente dice, pero el 10 y el 21, uno es para los negros, uno es para los indios. No tiene que ver absolutamente nada de eso. Eso es una tontera.
You think it got out because of the political division between our people, Emmanuel?
I think so. I think also that just naturally. Well, it doesn't really have to be that way because independence was September 21st, because you could easily say, well, tell you what, it begins on the 10th and it finishes on the 21st.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we don't promote the culture of the 10th of September. We don't have we should be having people who come in and give chats about what happened on the 10th of September. I mean, like Mexico, I always allude to Mexico and the United States. Oh, they have presentations about such and such and such a person. He, gave his life on the 10th of September. He did this and so forth. And in Mexico, que el padre este, que el otro, they honor their patriots. They do too. Pero aquí no lo hacemos. Pero eso es una falta. Y por eso es que muchas veces, cuando hablamos de patriotismo, tenemos mucho que aprender.
Then the time they saw, people never used to have the type of roads and the type of transportation they have today. But if anybody today would have seen one picture after the opening of the official ceremonies of the 10th, then you may see how much people come from the village in a truck, in a pickup, people come full up. And guess what? The whole park full up. Sometimes they used to have it down at Independence Plaza as well. And that place ram jam for the 10th. But now we say that this culture has moved from the 10th now to the 21st. Because we say the same kind of action that people from all over the villages there, they come in and they gather the park. Everybody come in, but then that used to be the 10th before. Why it happened so?
And then the 21st is geared completely towards having a fun time. Carnival, yay, make a jump up and be merry. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. I've done it before. But many times we lose the significance of the real reason as to why we're doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, this here is an up reminder for those people. Hey, let us celebrate for the right reasons. It is time for us to look back and say how much we have grown as a country. 36 years.
36.
36 years. Okay?
Yeah. One person sent a text say they had a Land Rover rig up like one war tank when I was younger. Those were the days. Remember that, right, Pop?
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, the London Gazette, published by Authority, and it says the London Gazette is one of the official journals of record of the British government and has been published since 1655. And in it, there's a letter written by John Moss, captain of the HMS Merlin, recounting the activities leading up to September 10, 1798. And it was published in the London Gazette issue of January 19th to the 22nd in 1799. And if you'd like to get a glimpse of it, I'm going to post it on my Facebook page now so that you can actually read it. Okay? It is a gem of a find, ladies and gentlemen. I recall that, it's already there. It's already posted on my Facebook page, Eduardo Martinez, where you can actually go in and you can read about the Battle of St. George's Heath. Now, today is the 13th. We spent it 3 days ago. But I gather that there was a ceremony at the park.
Yeah, no, they had a ceremony at the park, official ceremony, and the mayor spoke. And he talked about the political division and said that we need to come to an end when it comes to politically dividing the people. We need to work together. And Honorable Elodio Aragon spoke as well.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
And
what did he say?
I never really pay much attention to what he said. But our Queen of Orange Walk, with all the controversy in Belize City, our Queen of Orange Walk, our Queen of the Bay, Esmeralda Cal, was crowned here in Orange Walk as the Queen of the Bay for Orange Walk. You know that usually happens on the 10th, right? Yeah, so she was crowned. And the footage from the camera, I never really see how the turnout was. When I came from Belize on the 10th after the parade, around 3 o'clock at 3:30 in the afternoon, I saw some people gathering, but the rain will start to come down the same time.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons why I did not go.
Yeah, the rain started. But Emmanuel, it's good that we remember the times back, but we need to take a break.
Yes, we'll take a break, but we'll be right back with you, and I hope to be able to get your participation.
Northern Medical Specialty Plaza has been offering excellent health services since its inception in 2000. Today you can enjoy a wide range of medical services through our experienced doctors and dedicated friendly staff. No need to go to Belize City or Chatham Mall. Introducing our new state-of-the-art CT Scan 16 slice, now available at Northern Medical Specialty Plaza in high-definition technology, computerized tomography. Also available, ultrasound 4D scan, which shows moving 3D images of your baby. We also provide services such as mammograms, X-ray, clean and safe nursery, certified pharmacist, operating facilities, our 24 hours emergency and hospitalization, high technology research facilities. Our motto has always been to serve our community with compassion, quality, and affordable medical services, specially devoted to serve you. Visit us today at Arcade Drive in Orange Rock Town or call us at 302-3708. Northern Medical Specialty Plaza. Your health is our priority.
Be unlimited with Digicel's new Data Plus postpaid plans. With the nation's first unlimited plans, you now enjoy unlimited talk and text for free with more data all day, every day. Plus, if it's data that you crave, all our plans are now fully loaded. With even more data, up to a whopping 25 gigs monthly. No, there's no limit to what you can do. It's time to live the unlimited lifestyle on the bigger, better network. No limits, no restrictions. Be unlimited with Digicel's fully loaded Data Plus postpaid plans. Visit a BTL office to sign up today.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
The first two phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmont Roundabout Junction to Cebu Bridge and an Alta Vista Bridge to Dagrega Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the South. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
I love my Digicel 4G LTE data. Between work and school, I have to multitask to keep up. When I'm on the move, I have everything I need no matter where I go. Whether it's research for school, emails for work, or Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube while on those long bus rides, Digicel 4G LTE got me covered. Digicel 4G LTE's nationwide coverage is exactly what I need to get me where I'm going. They're truly the bigger, better network.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
The Philip Bolton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Bolton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is near completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes the installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get Bob.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Today is the 13th of September. And ladies and gentlemen, within a week and 1 day, actually within a week, next week, Wednesday, we will be on the eve of our independence.
Yep.
This is when we got the whole big old black party at the Central Park. And that is when is one of the biggest celebrations that Orange Rock has.
That when the Godfather sold me call Belize too. I feel good.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Man, want to know what kind of ranch they'll bring up on the stadium. Man, must feel like that, like what Hollywood Park Casino behind the Power Farm. Yeah.
Well, I'm so sorry for that. Really. But the theme that has the winning theme for the September celebrations, ladies and gentlemen, is Belize confronting challenges, celebrating triumphs, and renewing our resolve.
All right, our resolve.
Our determination to go ahead. The theme focuses on our unified Belizean people, cultures, and country. And the theme calls on us to recognize the often difficult decisions that must be made to ensure our nation's progress, confronting challenges. It also acknowledges the moment in which we take pleasure in the victories of our past and present, and uses these very accomplishments to strengthen our resolve, our advancement into the future. What do you think about this theme?
Very, very unique theme, but we need to realize what's the meaning of that theme, and that theme was selected for some great reason, so we need to follow that and try to see how we could understand what is happening there, and try to see how we could follow it. We have 3 terms of the United Democratic Party, and we are seeing all the progress that is coming into our country. Mm-hmm. We need to put these into consideration, and we need to look forward for betterment.
Mm-hmm. The theme was submitted by Ms. Janine Sosa, and she was selected. She attained the highest score, and she claimed the grand prize for that. But let us talk about the theme, which pretty much encompasses the whole spirit for the celebrations. It says, confronting challenges. We are confronting challenges as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. Belize as a country is confronting a lot of challenges. One of the major challenges that we are confronting is the Guatemalan threat to our country. I think that no greater challenge exists to us than that. It is a threat, it's a claim that has been going on, and it's an unfounded claim that has been going on for many, many, many years, decades upon decades.
And it's something that we cannot resolve by ourselves.
Exactly. And a lot of people would say, don't pay them Guatemala no mind. We that we and we not have to give. But we don't have the problem, of course. But they have a problem with us.
Yeah.
And we have to be realistic. You have to be realistic and understand that the reason why, one of the reasons why we don't have a developed economy is partly because of the Guatemalan threat. Partly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are being, if your sovereignty is being challenged by another country, if you have a situation where, you know, you claim yourself to be sovereign and independent, but then there's this neighborhood in Naga, we have a claim over you. Which investor will want to come in? You understand?
Yeah, like if you got one big ranch, they have somebody else who have a ranch beside you, and then they claim that part of that ranch is for me, and you want to sell this ranch, but you can't resolve that problem. Forget all the documentation. That person will want to buy it and never buy it for you, because your neighbor gonna claim this, so the top that yes, piece of that for me. So no development can happen there.
None whatsoever, because there is this thing looming on the horizon. You know, there's this Guatemalan claim. So, and the problem is that foreign investors go like, what if? What if? And for as much as you may want to assure them and give them all the, you know, the assurance that nothing is going to happen, and you give them all these beautiful deals, they go like,
they're not buy that.
I'm sorry, but I prefer to go to someplace else and invest my money. That is one of the big challenges that we've been facing, ladies and gentlemen. Another big challenge is that obviously because investors don't come in, then we as a country need to put in the infrastructure. A lot of it. And it bears a toll on us. So we have a huge foreign debt. And I'm not going to say that it is only one party, I'm going to say that it is both parties that have accumulated the foreign debt. And many times we find it very difficult to make these payments. Or sometimes we make a political statement and say, oh, because of this and this and this and this and this,
that on me.
We can't. That on me. See, I can pay this piece.
But the debt is still there.
But we inherited this debt and we make a big hula out of it. Straight up. But that is killing us. That is killing us, the repayment of our foreign debt. That is. And corruption within the ranks of all the departments, where at one time we used to say, los mexicanos son unos estos, son unos el otro, solo quieren mordida, por esto. Pero los beliceños estamos volviéndonos igual, compañeros. Los beliceños estamos volviendo igual. Que para lograr esto en Vital Statistics, que tienes que dar $20. Que para el otro, para conseguir tu papel aquí, tienes que dar $25.
Yeah.
Que para conseguir que Customs te haga el otro, tienes que dar $50.
Yeah.
Hablando abiertamente, compañeros.
Someone somebody in the land department that was agent, or in some other immigration department that agent.
Eso también presenta un reto fuerte para nuestro crecimiento, nuestro desarrollo. Como un país, es obvio también que las otros países dicen, yo quiero invertir en Belice, vamos a ver cómo va la cosa, vamos a ver, hay un problema con Guatemala, no, pero vamos a ver, vamos a poner el problema con Guatemala a un lado. ¿Qué cantidad de gente tiene Belice? Solo tiene 385,000 personas. ¿Cuánto? Pero eso es un condado de Miami. That's like a suburb of Miami.
Yeah.
385,000 people. That's like Hialeah or Miami Springs or one of those.
Yeah, that like
¿Cómo yo puedo invertir $100 millones para venderle a 385,000 personas? Yo quiero que el país sea lleno de gente, que hayan 10 millones de personas, así que no voy a invertir en Belice, voy a llevar mi dinero a México, a Guatemala, a Costa Rica, a Honduras, donde hay más gente. ¿Qué? No, la gente defendería esto y diría que está bien como estamos, y yo también, pero el simple hecho, la cantidad de gente que vivimos en nuestro país es una limitación.
Yeah, these types of countries, such as Belize, need foreign investment for development. Right, we need the foreign investment. You see, when so much airlines come to the country, some people might feel, yeah, but only the airlines they make the money because then they bring in people and they collect. But the country collects some revenues from those airlines coming into the country as well. This is what the manual are talking about, investors coming into the country. You don't have to be people who put up a shop, you know, or put up a factory.
What I was saying a little while ago is that some of people want to come in with big bucks and say, I want to put a factory here, but they say our population is too small.
Yeah, for the type of investment.
But then they say, well, let's export. Let's produce to export to other countries, to the Caribbean and so forth. But what happens is that that is where the problems begin. Because you find out that we don't have good freight arrangements with the Caribbean. We are part of CARICOM, we import from CARICOM, but we don't export anything, or barely anything to CARICOM.
So we bring in more than we care out.
We need, ladies and gentlemen, to work the land. We need to have our government people making the correct decisions to try to bring in, to solve these logistical problems with freight and transportation to other countries. Because that is one of the big problems that we're facing. Lo produces, pero ¿cómo llevarlo ahí? Se te va a podrir. Porque así como está, si alguien en Surinam quiere comprarte arroz, quiere comprarte naranjas, tiene que irse hasta Miami, y de Miami tiene que irse hasta Surinam, y te va a tomar 2 semanas para que llegue, 3 semanas. ¿Ok? Cuando lleguen las naranjas a Surinam están podridas. La neta. Es cierto, hay refrigerated cargo, pero es caro también. Carísimo.
And we have this produce. We have this produce in our country.
Of course. It's just that we need to become more involved. We need to become more involved as a country, ladies and gentlemen. We have done a lot, you know. We have done a lot. And I'm going to be straight up here. This government has done a lot when it comes to infrastructure.
Oh, yes, yeah.
This government has done a lot with infrastructure. Mira las carreteras. Yo me recuerdo antes, compañeros, cuando ibas a Belice, tenías que usar esa carretera de Mascal. How wide was the road on the Mascal Road?
Boy, went on next vehicle, you have to park half your vehicle in a bush.
In a bush?
Yeah.
When them big gas trucks used to come, my father said, I used to use a big juicy bad one from that. After that.
And then
well, we used to have to reverse and go all the way into the bush
yes.
to make this big truck pass.
Then I give away.
Now we have a road, a highway. We have a highways extending all the way from the border all the way down south.
Yeah, and also, Emmanuel, remember at the launch of the candidates for the United Democratic Party, the Prime Minister also mentioned that the highway between Orange Walk and Corozal will be fully refurbished.
Exactly, yes, so.
Up to the great standards. He alluded that it will be up to standards like the one they are currently working on from Ladyville to Belize City.
And that is a hell of a highway.
Yeah, that's development.
Because it is, if you notice what they've done with the river banks.
Right, yeah.
So they don't cave in, because every time somebody comes and does a little slip shot work, while suddenly work there and say, yes, now pay me. And then that goes the government paying, and then 2 months afterwards, it begins to sink.
And that area
and it begins to sink even more. And then we're going on with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that area used to be one area where used to have a lot of accidents as well, Emmanuel,
exactly.
between the airport and the city. Now this one when they are refurbished from here to Corozal, we have a first class highway. And if the Prime Minister mentioned that, I believe it will be done in this term.
Of course. These are big, huge advances that we've taken in transportation, infrastructure. Okay?
Right.
We have sporting complexes all around. But importantly enough, ladies and gentlemen, is we have a good educational system. That is one of the triumphs of Belize.
Regardless of what party do it, Emmanuel, but I don't know how we could say to them people that say, you fix that street, me can't eat street. You fix the light, me can't eat light.
That's just some, pardon me, but that's just some very stupid individuals.
Right? They said, you can fix the light if you want, but me can't eat that. You can put it right in front of me. Those are
the ones who used to make you give them $5 and $10.
I know I light for 30 years, so I could do without it because I can't eat that. Put some money in my hand. You know? But when the development come, brothers and sisters, it's not only for you, it's for the entire country. And when your country develop, then you benefit as well.
Exactly so.
Let's take a break, Emmanuel.
Just take a break, ladies.
Just step on the first part of the team, right?
Yes, as we continue our discussion. And I hope that you're listening, and if you'd like to contribute, please do so. We'll take that break.
Believe it's celebration time. August 31st and September 1st are the start of the September celebration with Frankie Reynolds' Timeless Motown Memories concert at the Bliss Center. The Carnival King and Queen competition follows at the Marion Jones Stadium on September 2nd. On September 9th, take to the streets at 5 a.m. for Carnival Juve, and then rinse and repeat the revelry at 1 p.m. for the Carnival Road March through Belize City. On the 10th day of September, it is the St. George's Ski Day ceremony and Citizens Parade. The premier steel bands come together at the Marion Jones Stadium for the Pan Yard concert on the 16th. On the 20th, the night comes alive at 9 p.m. with the official flag raising ceremony, music and fireworks display at the Memorial Park. And on the 21st, it is the Independence Day ceremony and uniform parade. Believe, confronting challenges, celebrating triumphs, renewing or resolve.
A&R Stores Countrywide announced the arrival of name brand school bags in all colors, design and sizes, stationery supplies, composition books, lunch bags, laptops, tablets, watches and everything else you will need for this new school year. So take time out and have your pick out of the largest variety of durable school bags in the country. They are also pleased to announce the arrival of a wide assortment of housewares like sterilite plastic containers in different sizes, glassware, kitchen utensils, cooking pots and pans, and beautiful floral arrangements. And if you need to redo your bathroom or your bedroom, visit them for the most beautiful bath mat sets, ready-made curtains in beautiful colors and designs, lights and mirrors, bed sheets for twin, full, queen, and king size beds, plus comfortable pillows and beautiful comforters to match. And best of all, it is always excellent service and the low prices that make the difference at A&R. So come visit our stores in Orange Walk, Curacao, Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, and now in Dangriga for the best in housewares and school supplies at the guaranteed best prices in town. A&R, where our prices make the difference.
Ever since Digicel doubled all of their prepaid data plans, things looking a little strange around here. My sister seems to think she's some sort of a celebrity now, that she has all this data to post everything. My dad keeps starting these do-it-yourself projects. He spends a lot of time on Pinterest. Even Nana loads all the extra data. She chats a lot on the dating sites. Mom is always finding new recipes from all over the world to try on YouTube.
Leah, the show is on!
Digicel's newly doubled prepaid data plans let everyone be free to do so much more.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village council or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The new Belize City Civic Center is taking shape at the foot of the Balkan Bridge and is expected to be completed by December 2017. This multi-purpose mega facility will boast an air-conditioned interior with a seating capacity of 4,500, a FIBA-certified wooden main court and 3 practice courts, offices, media boxes, and multiple locker rooms, another basketball court with 24-hour access to the public, and parking for 200 vehicles. This $34 million investment highlights a new era of world-class sporting infrastructure for the entire country of Belize. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Tienes 8 cilindros. Eres adrenalina disfrazada de aleación de aluminio a 8000 revoluciones por minuto.
Así como así. ¿Será el cigüeñal?
Una limpieza de inyectores, un cambio de aceite, vas a correr con libertad, campeón.
Los que entendemos al motor como si tuviera voz, hablamos máquina. Roshrats, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Ahora distribuido por German Vega & Sons. Búsquelo en su tienda favorita.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar-cured ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at DerekGillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidas de vuelta, compañeros. Hoy estamos tomando tiempo aparte para intelectualizar un poco acerca del significado del lema para las celebraciones de este septiembre. Las celebraciones de independencia, que dice simplemente, Belize, confronting challenges. Okay? Celebrating triumphs and renewing our resolve.
Powerful team, pa.
Sí, ¿y qué quiere decir todo esto? Pero es un lema que es tan importante porque nos da ánimo. Nos dice, we have to, it says, renew our resolve, our determination to do things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I like it very much. A little while ago, we were talking about the challenges that we face on a daily basis. Okay?
Yeah.
And then we're speaking about the triumphs. I thank God that we live in a democratic country.
Yeah.
I thank God that we live in a sovereign and independent nation that has its territory intact despite the claim. I thank God that we live in a democratic society that is open, okay? Open, you could say what you want, okay? And we're not like other countries where as soon as you open your mouth, somebody goes to clamp it down shut. Can you imagine living in a country like that, Checky?
No. And they got people.
Freedom of speech, the freedom that we have in this country.
Yeah, but we cannot imagine that. And we, like you mentioned, yes, we got freedom in this country, but some countries are that same situation.
Mm-hmm.
People can't open their mouth, they can't talk. Mm-hmm. They don't got freedom of speech.
They don't have a number of things.
Yeah.
Look at a country like Venezuela that is so rich with natural resources.
Real resources.
We're not talking here only petroleum, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking here that there are certain areas in Venezuela that are rich with iron and diamonds and this and the other. And for them to be going through the problems that they're going through right now, and I go like, but why in the world did you go through this? And I have a relative who lived in Venezuela, was not born in Venezuela, but pretty much lived all her life in Venezuela. And she told me one thing very important. She says, it is just because the government, the people got used to handouts. The people got used to handouts, and the governments then become more corrupt and say, we can do whatever we want as long as we give to the people.
So that way the people has decided to live that way.
And they go like, hallelujah, roba todo lo que tú quieres, pero roba para mí también.
They got elections, no, Jupa?
Pardon?
They have elections there?
Of course they do, but the thing is that Venezuela, I don't know, sometimes I don't understand all of these Latin democracies and so forth, but they're not like for we parliamentary system. But they have so much to, they have a lot of other, I don't know how to refer to them, but constitutional court, and they have this and they have the other, and sometimes I'm lost. I think that at the end of the day, all I need is one court to handle things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one of the important things that one of the things, not important, but one of the things that I found out was that ¿qué pasó con el espíritu vencedor de la gente de Venezuela? ¿Cómo se permite ellos a pasar por este yugo? ¿Cómo se permite? ¿Será que no pueden tumbar a este gobierno? ¿Será que es tan poderoso? No obstante el hecho que si vas a los supermercados están vacíos. Me dice mi familiar de que comprar pan es un lujo. Compañeros, ¿cómo puedes vivir en un país así? ¿Cómo? No puedes salir de tu país. No hay medicinas, no hay el otro, y estás contento, estás feliz viviendo ahí. Yo no lo entiendo. Y por eso es que hace más hincapié. It becomes more important when we understand and we appreciate our freedom, and we appreciate our democracy, and we appreciate the way we live here in Belize.
And we have that right here.
Hallelujah. And we have it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
you don't know what you have until you lose it.
You know, one time Emmanuel just used to have Radio Belize, and when they have other persons that wanted to open up the airwaves, but that time Radio Belize used to run under the government. So what you hear on the radio is what the government wants you to hear.
Exactly so.
Right? But then there comes the Cremandala, the zinc fence, and they brought out the next radio station, Creme. They bring out Creme. Because remember, Radio Belize, after a while, they shut down Radio Belize because they may open up the airwaves. This is when also, Rene has stopped work at Radio Belize before.
But Love FM came on.
Love FM came on right at Freetown, right? And it was the Honorable Said Musa that opened up the airwaves. He even mentioned one time, he said, see, I hope the airwaves are cause me if you lose. Because people could say what they want, but that is good because you give the people freedom of choice.
Freedom of speech to say what they want. And we like to say what they want, but it's not really as free as that.
No, it's not as that.
Because you can't cuss up somebody.
You shouldn't do that.
Exactly.
You shouldn't do that.
So people confuse the concept of freedom of speech. I could tell you anything I want. Oh, no. It doesn't go as far as trying to damage people or trying to instigate violence or threaten somebody. That is a no-no.
That's the same thing with the people that got the wrong idea about this thing with this weed. They don't legalize the weed.
Decriminalizing it.
Yeah, that's just the charges, not that they're as strong as way they're right now. But people put it different, just like people say freedom of speech, well, I could cost you. No, man. They know that you could go to court for cost somebody, you know. If I cost you up, you can make a court for that, you know. And once you got proof, I will lose.
How much people don't get a court for that?
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? And this is one of the triumphs of our system here. We are a democratic country with freedom of speech, okay? And whenever it is challenged, we rise up. We rise up and we say, hey, our Constitution gives us the right to say what we want.
They got people who express their constitutional right and keep their mouth shut.
Even so.
Right? So.
Even so. And it's still a right.
And they have the right to do it, right?
And they have a right to do it. So this is some of the victories, some of the triumphs that we have.
I hope that will remain that way, boy.
Another triumph that we have, and it's just happened recently, and I don't see here a lot of people talking about it, but it is a triumph all on its own, ladies and gentlemen, when the Honorable Dean Barrow decided to put a moratorium on offshore drilling.
That just happened some weeks ago, right?
Hello? Yes. When the United Democratic Party decided to put a moratorium on offshore drilling. This is a victory for the country of Belize. No va a haber exploración de petróleo en nuestras islas, en nuestros arrecifes, en nuestros cayos, en nuestras aguas beliceñas. Y esto es para toda una vida. Y eso es importante, porque se dan cuenta que el petróleo puede estar ahí adentro, sí, pudiera estar ahí dentro y nos pudiera ayudar, pero también, si es que hacemos eso, corremos un riesgo fuerte, compañeros, de destruir nuestro mismo medio ambiente. Sí, tendremos dinero para ir a Chetumal, ir a Belice, a comprar lo que queramos, pero ¿qué nos va a quedar? ¿Qué nos va a quedar como país?
Yeah, that's a very good move, Emmanuel.
Actually, a very good move. And I would like to hear all the pundits talk more about that, because it has gone down, and it has gone down as if no big deal.
It was
because, you know,
it was said and done.
It was said and done, and there was no big deal.
Yeah, I think
this is one of the triumphs.
Yeah, I think since we got this team out right now, we're discussing this, I believe them people from the press office, and so the need for don't only highlight for that, man. Don't only add and bring it out and pass it, make people understand what it is about and what danger it may put the country in if they may have the drilling, offshore drilling.
Of course, of course, of course. ¿Te imaginas estando como en los Estados Unidos que hay plataformas de petróleo por donde sea, y que tan de repente viene un huracán y que te tumba todo y que hay fugas de petróleo, que todo entonces nuestros peces, nuestras islas, nuestro arrecife se dañaría? Entonces, ¿para qué van a venir los turistas? ¿Para ver el lodo? No, ellos ven por la naturaleza, por la belleza de la naturaleza, por eso vienen. Y eso es una victoria, compañeros.
And apart from the Maya ruins and the inland sites that we have, most people come for the water. Most people come the water and want to go to the Keys.
Another triumph you just mentioned that is all the reserves and preserves and all of these people that we have set apart.
Yeah.
For flora and fauna to flourish.
Right. Remember all those
the biospheres and all of those things. You can't decimate our natural resources, our natural forests.
Yeah, that's why you see when they had the Cashew Festival, like a tree, when they burned down the Audubon Society post, a lot of people at Cookie Tree happy that they burn it down, you know. Because I said, well, we could go get with birds now, we could get with hikiti, we could get with alligator, we could get anything that we want. But it's not supposed to be that way, man. That post was there for a reason, because they respect what you have there and they want to help us protect what we have. But some people feel by protecting, they are taking away from them. Remember they released
I can't go get me hikiti, I can't go do this, I can't do the other.
Remember they released Rafael Manzanero sent us about the gold panels and different illegal activities happening in that area. I don't remember what that many which post they sent it from, with the gold panels when they catch in some protected areas, you know. And so like you go back to this one, like, well, Cookie Tree people have a good knowledge of who that the persons were involved in burning down that building, you know. Some Cookie Tree people have the knowledge But they're glad. They're glad say burn down. So they figure, all right, I will take out any amount of fish I want. I could take out any amount of hikiti. I could shoot on board if I want. Do anything. And some people just want to be used.
They learned over the years that protection that the Audubon was promoting, that protection of the wildlife that Audubon was promoting, that was working out good for them, and this is the reason why they continue having what they have.
You know how some.
Because if left to your own devices, I mean, maybe no fish may ended up crooked tree.
Yeah, but that light right there, sir. You see what happens to some people. This are not all the crooked tree people, and just call a bunch of people that say, why they not protect them things that we got so much? Why they not protect make we not catch the alligator or I will have so much? But if they post them, then maybe never may have none at all right now.
Exactly. Because if you pull out 5, next one pull out 5, and then by the end of the day you have 40 alligator come out. And on a daily basis?
That's why they have banned people from cooking tree, figure though fishing with net, people that are not native of cooking tree.
Oh really?
Yeah, you can't just go there and you go haul a net. The people from cooking tree are hauling net with the when the village council along with the Audubon Society then decide, okay, you know what, we have enough fish now. So we could set some days aside. This day is net day. So the people from Cookie Tree go haul the net and people go buy the fish. But the persons from Cookie Tree have the option to buy first. And the other ones that come out, then they could buy the fish. But it's all about protection, Emmanuel.
Of course it's all about protection. And the last part of the theme says, and renewing our resolve. And what exactly does that mean? Renewing our resolve. You know when one bull see you and he scratch up the ground with the back foot and they go like,
You get ready for your attack?
That's exactly it. You face up the challenge, but you are encouraged by the triumphs that you have had in the past. And you go like, I can do this. I can do this. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede.
We can, man. We can.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can. We can.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that is what keeps us going, ladies and gentlemen.
And to develop this country, Emmanuel, it's left to us, you know. No government can develop a country by itself. It's left to us that we're up on the ground right here, so. If you get out there and get it done.
That's
no, I said, boy, yo quería un dinero, pero fue al ministro y no me ayudó. Yo quería comprar un tractor, pero no me dio el dinero. So you sit down back, okay, I can't do nothing. I have content in your mind, yes, I want to do it, but the government never helped me. That not the carry no way, brother. That not the carry no way.
Don't, like one a famous president says, and just let me try to recall exactly. Don't ask what the government can do for you. Ask what you can. Don't ask what the country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Right.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is so apropos, so relevant to today's society. Because all we see is how we can benefit. Cómo yo puedo tomar de esto para mejorarme.
Ahora one got so much and I know that.
And we like to compare as well.
Right. That no put you
porque él lo hizo, yo lo puedo hacer también.
Yeah, that put you like when the water in the bucket or in the tank or in the rivers are stagnant, then dead after that. If you stay one place and you know nothing are stagnant, you know why no way.
Jealousy is a thing and a half.
Why jealousy make you hate? Jealousy make you hate.
Envy. I don't understand, but I see a lot of people live their lives with being envious of what other people have, and they go on and to do things that they're not supposed to do, very simply because they want to have as much as what the other person has.
But
I'm glad and I thank God that I'm not like that.
One time
I can see you have, And I'm going to say, Checky, I'm proud of you because of what you have. But I won't go around being envious of you.
But you see, Manuel,
I have a peace of mind when it comes to that.
Then some people, when they envy others, when they envy the man they go. The man they rise and rise. How are you there?
You're left behind just being envious.
Yeah.
And having nothing.
Step up, man. Go there.
Work hard, ladies and gentlemen. I believe one thing. One of the ways that this country can go further is if we begin to work the soil.
Yeah, work the land.
Work the land.
Everything comes from the land.
And la gente está diciendo, pero tengo mi caña y tengo mi caña. But work something else, man.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Yes, can I go on here, please?
Yeah, on, go ahead.
Go ahead, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Take care of you guys.
Yeah, just lower the TV and go ahead, sir. Just lower the TV and then you talk, and we'll talk to you through your phone.
Alright. Listen, I don't know if you guys have noticed, when you're going towards the income tax office by your Tobenke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just lower the TV, then you're here, yeah, be like we have a telephone conversation, but you're still come up on the air, right?
I'm saying that I don't know if you guys have noticed when you're going towards the income tax office.
The GST office.
A few yards before you reach there, you will see that a hole has established itself on the highway.
Oh, yes.
And that hole is getting bigger and bigger. Also, in front of the hospital, by the Chinese shop, you have another hole that is has established itself.
This is on the highway?
The Ministry of Work does not look after these holes on the highway. These holes will be getting bigger and bigger, and it will be cost more and more to repair it. That's what I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But you know, apart from the repairing that you need, you know what? I was going into town one day, and that same one day by the GST department, somebody made a look for them made a come on the highway, and when they see the hole, they never slow down to try going in the hole. They cut off, so they come in my lane. They cut off, but they don't drop in the hole.
So causing of accidents.
It cause accident, and at the same time, like the caller say, that if they don't repair it, then it cause damage and get more and more, it spread up more like a cancer. You know.
Well, we're asking, please, begging, please, the Ministry of Works to please put some attention to that.
Immediate attention
to that, because it requires exactly that, immediate attention.
And you know, this is the main highway, you know.
Exactly.
Everything travel through here once and go through the bypass. And like I said, I made to go up on the tongue the other day, and that same big hole there almost caused an accident because the next person made to come the other way. I was going one way, and then when he reached, he said that he may have dropped in that hole, so he cut away from it, almost knocked into my vehicle.
I understand perfectly. And that is how a lot of accidents can happen.
Yeah. But like what you said before that, Emmanuel, about them people, what they watch what other people have, try to do something for yourself, man. Like you talk about the land, the soil. Make we build, because they have other countries. We have to go to other countries for things. We have to get things for other countries. But how the other countries get their things?
Yo te voy a... Y me está rebosando esto acá adentro y lo tengo que sacar. Vienen los extranjeros. Vienen los indios de India. O los chinos. Y vamos a hablar la neta, hasta los menonas. Ellos tienen la capacidad y habilidad de trabajar juntos. Por una razón u otra, los menonas son exitosos porque saben trabajar juntos, se unen en cooperativas, ya se empiezan humildemente, te pone $500, $500, ya consiguieron $10,000, ya compraron 10 vacas, ya están haciendo esto, haciendo el otro. Beliceños no sabemos trabajar juntos. Just don't know how to work. Lo estamos cuidando que el otro no te vaya a robar. Pero si viviéramos una vida más recta, si no hubiera la necesidad de estar vigilando a fulanito que te robe, si supiéramos vivir una vida más cristiana, menos mal. Pero, compañeros, así como estamos yendo nosotros, todo lo que nos queda es fijarnos cuando otros hacen y entonces quejarnos cuando otros hacen. Que mira que el otro uno ya es dueño de todo el terreno de Orange Walk. Que mira cómo el otro uno ya es dueño. ¿Y qué tú hiciste? Que estabas diciendo, pues no puedo hacer nada. Pero tratemos de trabajar juntos como beliceños. Pero generalmente no sucede, compañeros.
Sugar City Morning Show. Hello, good morning. You're on the air, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, you were talking about people being envious and looking at other people's financial status. But, you know, you have people that you can almost know what their salary are. Take, for instance, a custom officer. Take, for instance, a high police commissioner officer, superintendent, corporal. You know more or less their salary, not more than $60,000 per annum. And then when you see they have a bigger house than you are making the same $60,000 per annum laboring yourself. And these guys have 2-3 vehicles, they have big buildings, they end up with 2-3 buildings, ranches, farms. So where are they getting this money?
Exactly the question.
That's where the FIU needs to come in. And investigate these people. Also ministers. Take for instance Butch Martinez. Butch Martinez used to work with Maestres as a delivery guy. Then he went to repair pool tables. Now he's a multimillionaire with so much buildings. Where is the FIU? Where are these people? These are the things we need. That's why our country is getting poor. Because people in positions are just ripping off our country. And for a fact, a person that works and labors and does probably $60,000 per annum cannot achieve what all these people are doing. And a minister's salary is not more probably than $60,000 per annum. And their pockets are filled. Also, custom officers, police officers. This is what the FIU need to go and investigate. Then we will know what's happening.
Sir, can I ask a question?
It's hatred to what is going on in our country.
Sir,
you hate what they're doing. They're ripping off your country.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. Well, I'd like to ask a question. How is it that we can have unregulated, as far as I know, transactions between, exchange of Mexican pesos right here on our borders?
Why? That one tight one, pa.
I'm throwing that at you, ladies and gentlemen. And then if a businessman legitimately sells, I know China not pay with check, and the businessman goes to deposit $20,000 and the bank asks you, how you get this $20,000, sir?
China pay me with it.
China pay me with it. I sold, but they don't go asking the Chinese or the other persons or the Hindus or anything all these questions. So they ask the legitimate businessman.
So when they pay with that, they don't clear for their money. Where the money come from?
So you're wondering about all of these inconsistencies that happened. All of these inconsistencies. Why is it that some people pay GST and some people not pay GST? You have big shops here in Orange Walk. Big shops generating millions of dollars and are not registered with GST. Yes, I said it. There are stores in Orange Walk that are not registered with GST. Then where is the GST department?
So do we?
How is it that we can have people bringing in, doing money laundering here in this country? No. Where is the FIU? But when they waste their time, ask legitimate business people about how they get their money. But are they being paid off, ladies and gentlemen, to not ask them the questions?
Yeah, and Emmanuel, and you see, like we were talking about this money exchange thing, this is a serious thing, I don't know if the system, they look into this thing, or they just make it continue flow like that. Because when $1 million spend across the border.
You just begin to understand the amount of money these money changers are doing, and not only them, but their principals, the big ones, the big owners.
Yeah, but they go along to the big, if I buy along to the big owner, then people what they sell out, they don't do the sell for themselves. Then they work on a commission.
It's millions and millions and millions of dollars that happens unregulated business. Where is the FIU? Huh?
So
they said that, I'm sorry, come to think of it, in any given day, just let's suppose that $500,000 is exchanged. Just suppose. In a week, it's $4 million in a week. And in a year, it would be close to $200 million. Let's just, that is the extent of money that goes out of Belize and into Mexico, ladies and gentlemen.
So if
huge.
After them people they don't pay the money changers out there, and then they still stay, let's say with 10%. How much do they make for the year?
Oh my God, that's a lot of money to justify huge buildings.
And I don't think they don't have money where they pay no kind of tax.
Exactly. It's unregulated. So, mételo en la bolsa y que siga. And then, this is what is doing damage.
But I wonder where we Belizean dollars go. When time we go change it to Belize money, because when them people exchange and buy them pesos, I believe most of the time they have to use US dollars. Hello, good morning. Hello,
everything like that.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Mr. Manuel. Why Belize not do just like Mexico? Anytime the president come out of spot, then just take away everything extra what in Nova own. That Belize should have do it all of we seeing people there when they do fooling of we country. You understand?
Yes. That's a drastic move.
That the weapon they should have dropped on right on and see a foot up on and move from. And stop they own so much land and so much this, so much that.
Get out there.
Yes, brother, yes.
Si no hay un diablo metiéndote, perdona, no la persona que amo, no, pero.
Emmanuel, but let's say $10,000 Belize.
Y no es la persona que llamo, es este otro aquí enfrente.
Because when you look at the exchange, money exchange, then only people who just going shopping at Chetumal, you know. They got merchants who change money because they're going to buy them goods across there and bring them across. So when the amount of Belizean dollars they change that and they get pesos, where for we Belize money go? You go in our chest, you bury it in a hole. Because when they do the exchange, international exchange, they talk about US dollars, right? So if we make them get the pesos, if we sell out there, can they buy the pesos in Mexico?
Mira, que te diga algo, esa gente ya descifró esta cosa y ya lo tiene muy, como diría Chespirito, fríamente calculado.
And I understand the Casa de Cambios, the way they cross the Chetumal.
They belong to the same people.
They're the same people and they run that.
And can you imagine when the US dollar was at 21, we were still getting paid 17 and 18?
Yes. Yes.
Huh? You may know that? You know the amount of money that was made there, ladies and gentlemen? Unregulated.
So they not got no account of that money there. How much a man will change, how much I change, how much a businessman change.
It's a free for all. It's a free for all. Pues yo voy a vender pesos también allá afuera.
You don't have to take out no license.
Yo no tengo que sacar ninguna licencia ni nada.
No GST.
Y voy y yo meto todo mi ganancia en mi bolsa y amén.
You have to carry the loan enough to help you count.
No.
Because a lot of money on that.
No. I could count.
You don't need no calculator.
I don't need no calculator. I could count.
No, but this is a very serious thing, my brother. It is a very serious thing that is happening with those. Because then people, just the person will change money out there, pa. Some of them got vehicle on their own, you know.
But the thing is, look, it's a free-for-all business out there.
Yeah, so imagine how much them person, what they change, they could live off of that for their job. Just the
But the caller a while ago alluded to something very important about the FIU and the Bali. Okay?
I
But
wonder
at
if
the
the
end of
other-
the day, the
I wonder if-
FIU seems to be misdirected.
That they sound like what department will not exist.
No,
That's
it's the
like when-
financial intelligence unit.
But it sound like what?
And when you bring in a container, you can't take it out. Oh, you haven't gone to FIU, you know, Mr. Man. You haven't gone to FIU. And all the man does is to look at a computer and see if there is what you call it there and stamp it. But you can't do nothing if the man not stamp it. So much rudimentary things, and so much that you're bogged down in all of that technicality and big thing that happens someplace else. That's the truth.
That they come just like the price control, because first we used to got price control officers used to go around and check them thing on the shelf off and them people. Then you have, if now a thinner can beef, you have to got the price for the thinner can beef. But right now you see them on some other shop, how much that? $3, $2.25, that $17.
And then I mentioned to you that there's a hear me, Bali. There's a supermarket right there by front of taxi stand, right there on Queen Victoria Avenue. That the thing marked $3 and the man charged me $3.25. The thing marked $4.25 and the man charged me $4.50.
And I know you still pay it. You still pay a price.
No, I tell her hold up. This is not the price. The man come up with $37. I tell her, you serious? You must the joke. Right at only go $18, add it up again, sir.
So then what plan?
And the girl go again and dingy, $18, sir. I said, I never tell you. I never tell you that you're wrong.
So a lot of people
so
don't
if I hadn't noticed, Dami.
But you see just like how you do that? But you see just like how you do that, Emmanuel? The people don't know you, right? Just like that one GST officer could have been gone in there and buy. And when they overcharge it, and maybe they don't watch out, that's how you catch them people. But I don't know why they don't go after them people there.
Are we for sale? Or have we been already bought out?
When they had the Davco Fair at the stadium, when I had the Davco Fair, and I talk about no raffle. Guitar for the raffle for right now. When I had the Davco Fair, I hear somebody there about raffle. I left from the stadium, Emmanuel, and because I finished early because the rain came down, so we had to. I gone to a Chinese and I buy a Pepsi, and I asked the lady how much for this Pepsi. $2.50. So I'm really thirsty, so I buy the Pepsi. When I go back the next day, I go buy a Pepsi. How much for Pepsi? $2.25. I tell them about last night, I sell me for $2.50. I not sell it for $2.50 last night, $2.25. I pay $2.50 one night before, and the next morning I pay $2.25. You understand? I had to go buy the Pepsi car and just work with cow food soup there from the list there. When they bring for cow food soup there, I had to go buy a Pepsi for like cool it off, boy. Yes, man.
Oh, that never done this, do it. That be Sharon.
That Sharon? Sharon, boy. But you taste that soup?
Yes.
That soup me good, boy. That soup them me good. But these are the things where they happen, man. And you know what they have to celebrate. Because we celebrate for Independence Day. People are party, people are having fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take opportunity to talk about some of the problems that we'll be confronted with as a country. And it's not time to be pointing fingers at any one individual because collectively we are to blame. All are we. Collectively we are to blame. Collectively we are to blame. He said, no me. But we are the first to go into our pockets and say, hold only $20 buy, not say nothing. We are the first to do it.
But you know what happened, pa? Some of the Chinese when chance a lot of people, they get whopped Sunday.
Aye. They sweet me when I got collect 20 piece of 10.
What, you whopping?
I never win. It was for somebody.
Watch out. So that I real way what people will celebrate the 10th by. That 10 there. Watch out.
And they had line for collect, you know.
I saw one lady gonna Chinese yesterday, gonna buy the Chinese say, you could collect, you win. Say me no win, I don't buy no lottery. You look at everybody going to collect. You know,
I pass by Sonny, and the place will stand so. I pass by Philip, the place will stand so. I pass by Dickerson, the place will stand so. People they collect.
I talk to
with
Pat.
10. Well, 10 play and people win with the 10.
I talk to Pat. I talk to Pat. Pat say win whole week. And he say I never joke when the 10 me come. He say I whop there. I got more one of them. I never buy for one of them. Cause when you buy for one of them, sometimes things funny. Buy for different. He say I still going to collect right now. Yeah, you up there. So people get back something by. But Miss Myrna sent a text. She is wishing her sister a happy belated birthday. For yesterday, he said it, I never see it. I mean, they'll say my birthday yesterday, boy.
Okay.
You know, tomorrow Myrna's birthday.
Tomorrow is Myrna's birthday.
Yeah. If you shout her, I hear your cause we're not there.
Well, I still will shout her.
Shout her.
No, well, tomorrow we'll do that.
All right. Yeah, well, Paul, on that note, we want to remind everyone that the wake for Miss Vivian will be held this Friday at the Progress Street. This Friday, the wake for Miss Vivian will be held at Progress Street, at where she resided. That's right, adjacent to St. Peter's Anglican School. And the funeral service will be held on Saturday, the 16th of September at 1 p.m. at La Immaculada Church, right here in Orange Walk. That's the information for the week and the funeral of Mrs. Vivian Tremino. I don't hear nothing else from Miss Jer. I saw a nice picture with Dylan sent me this morning from myself and Miss Jer. Miss Geraldine Banner, that is. No, not Miss Jer from the city. Miss Jer, all right, Miss Jer made the party for the 10th. You know? So we don't get no information on that yet, but as soon as we get information, we'll share it, because I told many people yesterday I never really realized that Miss Jer gone, no? But yes, Miss Jer gone, and you know, so on that note, Pa, it's time for us to leave this premises at this time. You know, it's time for us to leave this premises at this time. I don't know if you're ready to go. You ready for trouble?
I want to thank,
Are you ready for the carry on?
Thank everybody for their participation, for tuning in to the Sugar City Morning Show. I want to remind you of the celebrations that are going on this weekend, reminding you that tomorrow there is an award ceremony.
Yeah, they have award ceremonies right here in Orange Walk tomorrow at 3 o'clock at the Central Park right here in Orange Walk Town. That happens right here tomorrow, Emmanuel. And we must remember about the anniversary of the Banquitas House of Culture, which will be on the 19th. That is next week, Monday.
That is next week, Monday.
And also, we understand that the center has been refurbished a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's been, last week I went there and it was being repainted, but it's not only the outside job. It needs the exhibit inside needs to be changed, and I gather that it will be as soon as the painting is finished. So we're looking forward to having a new exhibit at the Banquitas House of Culture, and we are looking forward to having a fantastic Independence celebrations. But we are looking forward to safe Independence celebrations. We are looking forward to, no, we won't mention that until it has. We're looking forward to having safe Independence celebrations. We are looking forward to seeing the real patriotism come out when we can safely say, amo mi país, y amo mi bandera, y amo mi himno nacional. Y no solo lo estoy diciendo por decir, sino realmente lo amo, porque lo que representa por mí. Mucha gente dice, no somos patriotas porque todavía no hemos sufrido, no hemos perdido sangre. Pero yo no creo que tengamos que perder sangre para ser patriotas. Simplemente reconocer lo bueno que tenemos aquí en este país y decir, yo soy beliceño y soy alegre de ser beliceño porque solo aquí tengo lo que puedo gozar, lo que estoy gozando ahora. Y cuando tú reconoces todo lo bueno que tienes aquí, no obstante, porque como dice el lema, simplemente tienes que tener una determinación para confrontar el futuro. Y confrontarlo, pero confrontarlo con cambios. ¿Okay? Compañeros, son 2 minutos antes de las 9. I want to give thanks to Rahim and to Morris, and want to thank you. It was a most enjoyable chat that we had today.
Yes, and
it gives us that opportunity to think about independence and what we have garnered over the years, what we have been, our successes, our triumphs, on the challenges that we face, and what we need to do to confront the future.
I also like to congratulate my brother Albert. He will be receiving one of the Mayor's Award tomorrow, right here in Orange Walk Town, for his contribution in music and being such an outstanding person in the community as well. So on that note, Emmanuel, we will say you have already sent out the thanks, but we'd like to thank everybody once again who tuned in. Thanks to Morris and Rahim for always be here early in the morning. We must big up the different cable operators, the guys that do the work on the ground to make sure that they're seeing us all over the country. Big up, guys. Thank you all so much. And this show repeats at 9 o'clock. We have the 10 to 12 show today, and I understand Dylan will be having some guests with some giveaways right here on the show today. For Universal Radio, we'll be having...
Which Dylan?
Mr.
The
Jones.
Dylan I know? The
Yes.
Dylan Jones? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Dylan we are...
Oh, the one who's in front of me right now?
Yep.
All right.
So we will be dealing with...
God forbid.
Yeah, we will be dealing with that today. We like to remind all citizens of Orange Walk that we have the children's rally on Friday morning.
Yes, Friday morning is a children's rally.
We have the children's rally, and that children's rally starts. Everything starts gathering from around 8 o'clock. So my assumption is that the roads will be blocked off.
Yes, and that's typically what
very
happens.
Early. All right. Okay. I think this is from Angela. All right. So this is for the funeral arrangement for Miss Jer. All right, that's Miss Geraldine Banner. I got a good friend, I believe, so her name is Jer, but she's Miss Geraldine Tillett. Good morning, Miss Jer. Thanks for always having the confidence in us for us to go and entertain the folks in Belize City, and thanks to everybody else that that are on that committee with you all that always give us.
She will be buried in the States.
Yeah. So.
But on Miss Geraldine will be buried in the States, but there will be a memorial service. We just got communication from Angela, her daughter, Dr. Angela, that they will be holding a memorial service in honor of a good friend, Miss Geraldine. So we will be awaiting more news in that respect. So as soon as we get, and I'm sure all the neighbors will, and all, because she has a multitude of friends.
Yeah.
A multitude of friends. And I'm sure that a lot of those people would want to go in and pay their last respects.
We are doing a musical presentation, a musical prelude for Miss Jerry when they have the memorial service here. But according to the text from her older daughter, Angela, that was her desire for the burial in the U.S. So that's what's going to happen. But on that note, folks, hasta mañana.
Pues hasta mañana, until we meet again, compañeros. Nos vemos mañana y se cuidan mucho. Y muchas gracias por la sintonía. Nos vemos.
Show.